Well, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful snowy Saturday here in Montana. So, nice day to stay in line inside. Update on the flagpole. Went and checked it this morning. I had to put a second coat of seal on the pole, so it is drying now. I'll check it again and see if I need a third coat in some spots. The wood started splitting from drying out so bad, so it might need a third coat at the top of the post, but I will let you know. And if you want some pictures, let me know, and I'll let you know how it looks when it's all finished and hung back up. But for now, let's just get back into reading. We have Little Bear series we're working on, and the Marco Polo, again by the same author, and there's the illustrator. So let's just dive right in. I just put my contacts in, so my vision's still a little blurry. So just bear with me if I mess something up. This is what I like. The illustrations in all these books seem to be really good. There's the dedication for the book right there. Little Bear was in the garden playing with his ladybug when Mother Bear called. Little Bear, grandfather needs help in the attic. Little Bear loved the attic. He hurried to join Grandfather Bear. He took little Ladybug along. When Little Bear got to the attic, Grandfather Bear was sweeping. What a lot of dust. They both sneezed. Achoo! Achoo! Let's open the window, said Grandfather. I'll do it, said Little Bear. He opened the window and Ladybug flew off. Oh no! See Ladybug flying off. Grandfather said Little Bear. My Ladybug flew away, Grandfather said. Don't worry, she'll be back again. Well, that's confident, Grandfather Bear. Grandfather Bear said, oh, my back. I'm growing stiff. Little Bear, would you help me open this trunk? Little Bear was glad to do it. They opened the trunk, and there was a blue jacket and a fancy blue cap. Grandfather Bear put the cap on Little Bear's head. He draped the jacket over Little Bear's shoulder. There, he said, that makes you a sea captain. Just as I was. Little Bear found a mirror. He admired himself. Look at me, Grandfather. Now I'm a sea captain, just like you. All I need is a ship. He was talking about wanting a ship before. Another book. But Grandfather Bear was sitting in his old chair. He had dozed off. Little Bear looked in the trunk again. He found a picture of a ship. Oh, cried Little Bear. What a fine ship. That woke up Grandfather Bear up. Let me see it, Little Bear. Why, that's my ship. My own little ship called the Marco Polo. They both studied the picture. What does it mean? The name? Asked Little Bear. What does it? That name? What does it? Why does it have that name? Asked Little Bear. Because, said Grandfather, Marco Polo was a sea captain too, and he explored the world. There's the globe. The world, Little Bear wondered, but now Grandfather was wide awake. He said, fetch me the globe over there. See, said Grandfather, the world is round. The blue is water and the rest is land. Little Bear looked at the globe. What is all the white? He asked. That, said Grandfather Bear, is the North Pole, where the polar bears live. Little Bear asked, if we sailed there together, what would happen? Grandfather laughed. I'd shake the polar bear's paw, and you shake his paw too. Little Bear wanted to hear more. Where would we sail to next? He asked. Grandfather Bear said, next we would sail to China to meet the giant panda bear. What would he look like? Asked Little Bear. Oh, said Grandfather, he is black and white and a grand indeed. There's a panda. Oh, koala. And there are there other bears in this place? Little Bear asked. Grandfather Bear said, in Australia there are koala bears. Koala bear. We could sail to Australia and get to meet some. They live in trees there. I could live in a tree too, said Little Bear. Grandfather Bear asked, but could you also live on leaves? Little Bear laughed and shook his head. No, thank you. But here we are in the attic, said Grandfather Bear. Let's see what else is in the trunk. They found a beautiful white dress, a picture of a lovely young bear wearing the dress. Grandfather Bear smiled. He said, there is she, your grandmother, wearing this dress. She is wonderful, said Little Bear. That is what I thought too, said Grandfather Bear. So I asked her to marry me. Oh, look, you can see his grandmother in the picture. And she did, shouted Little Bear. Yes, I was very lucky, said Grandfather. Little Bear asked, and then did we go sailing around the world together? No, said Grandfather Bear. Grandmother Bear wanted to build a house first. Our friends, the raccoons, helped us build. Lovely house, huh? And afterwards, did you go around the world together? Asked Little Bear. No, said Grandfather Bear, because then we had to plant the fruit trees and the berry bushes. Little Bear was silent. Little Bear leaned on Grandpa's lap. He looked up at Grandfather and said, I do like fruits and berries, but I wonder about the Marco Polo. Where is the Marco Polo now? The Marco Polo is in dry dock, said Grandfather. Do you want to see it? Yes, Little Bear wanted to see it. The Marco Polo, with all his heart, on the way through the kitchen, they gave Grandmother Bear the white dress. Little Bear said, if you put on the dress, I'll dance with you when we come back from lunch. We're going to see the Marco Polo. Marco Polo rested on a wooden frame by the river. Some raccoons were washing it down. Little Bear took a deep breath. It's even more beautiful than I thought, he said. Grandfather Bear wiped away a tear. Beautiful. Look at the rabbit, the raccoons. Everybody working together. Little Bear climbed on board. Ahoy there, he called to the raccoons. I'll be your captain. Little Bear saluted and the raccoons cheered. We will sail around the world, just you wait and see. And then it was time to go home. Little Bear took Grandfather's paw. You're not sad, are you, Grandfather? He asked, looking up at Grandfather Bear. No, Grandfather Bear was not sad. I'm just plain hungry, Little Bear, he said. Oh, back to the house. Oh, look at Grandmother Bear in the bear dress. Grandmother Bear had a picnic blanket ready and waiting. She was wearing the white dress she us a mite tight, she said, laughing. Little Bear looked up at Grandmother, took her paw and said, "Lovely lady, will you marry me?" "Too late," said Grandfather Bear. "She's already mine." "And," said Grandmother Bear, "both of you are mine. You may now help each other carry the picnic basket out to the garden." This is good detail. "See, Little Bear," said Grandfather, "there's no place like home. Just remember that when you begin to sail around the world." Little Bear nodded. He would have answered, but his mouth was full of cookies, a peanut butter and a chocolate one. And that was Little Bear and Marco Polo. So until next time, keep reading, keep learning. God bless. Take care.